Hello, everyone. So today I will be reporting about my management information system for Mind Zone Study Hub. So we will start with discussing our agenda for this presentation. So first, we will be discussing about the executive summary about the business, their current MIS with SWOT analysis, the project identification and problem definition, their system user interface, the implementation plan, and of course, the future plans and development. So for Mindzone Study Hub's executive summary, they were founded last July 2023, just last year, here in Cagayan de Oro. So their business aims to provide a premier destination for academic productivity and collaboration. They also offer quiet study areas and collaborative spaces to cater to diverse learning needs. And lastly, they reinforce its dedication to providing an inspiring environment for academic and personal success. So for their current MIS, they are currently using a hybrid system, which is a mix of manual and automated process. They are right now they're using Canva for online reservations and seat monitoring. They also have an advanced booking process, which only is limited for up to 2 months advance through Notion. And for their manual system for walk-in, they do the manual or traditional logs for their walk-in customers. But let's dive in more to these processes. So for the walk-in, they first register at the front desk, they choose their seats, and then they pay. Now for this one, for the walk-in customers, they're actually using a small monitor of their cell phones, like the staff's cell phones, for them to show the customers which are the available seats and which are the unavailable seats are for that day. And then after all the process, they will still need to log manually to their logbook. And then they will also, after that, need to pay the front desk. And then once everything is done, they will receive their complimentary coffee. For the online booking, they will just need to access the link to their Canva, which shows the customers the available seats for that day. And then they can already process their payments online. So right now they're also offering loyalties or loyalty cards. This is the loyalty cards are for their frequent visitors. These customers or the customers that have visits or 10 visits in their study hub will have a free pass. These loyalties or the loyalty card that they offer actually encourages repeat visits and fosters community engagement. So since last year, since they've actually opened up their business, they actually had a significant growth of their business over the past year. And with this, they also are acknowledging that expanding community requires a system update for greater efficiency. Now, let's go to the SWOT analysis for their current MIS. So for their strengths, we see that they are using a hybrid system already. So this is a combination of the manual and automated process for the flexible operations. Their loyalty programs, which encourages repeat visits and fosters community through rewards. Customer-centric approach, which enhances satisfaction with perks like complimentary coffees and free user-friendly environment. For the weaknesses, the manual operation, which is very inefficient, and it could also cause delays for relying on manual processes for walk-ins. Next is the limited technology. So they're just using a single cell phone monitor to show their walk-in customers for seat availability. So this could really cause low service. And lastly, staff trainings, which if we adopt a new system, it will demand trainings for potential, and this may potentially disrupt the service temporarily. For the opportunities, the system integration, which the upgrading to a fully integrated system will boost efficiency and customer satisfaction. Second is the market growth, which could expand customer base, offers opportunities for advanced services. And lastly, the feedback-driven improvement, which gathers feedback that could foster continuous improvement and stronger relationships with their customers. And for the threats, competition, the increasing study hubs or spaces requires continuous differentiation. Budget limits, which is the financial constraints that may hinder technical upgrades and growth. And lastly, transition risk, which wherein the system changes may temporarily disrupt services and satisfaction. Now we will move on to our problem definition. So with their current MIS, these are the problems that we have pinpoint or have seen that could hinder to their business development. So the first one is the manual walk-in registration. So this is very a time-consuming process that causes inefficiencies and monitoring errors. Problem number 2 is the limited automation, wherein the basic tools create a fragmented workflow without integration for walk-ins. So basically, they don't have a centralized system that will automatically put all of the information for the walk-ins and the online reservations. Problem number 3 is the staff training. So trainings is needed to ensure smooth service during and after system transition. And problem number 4 is the customer feedback management. The lack of streamlined tools prevents full utilization of feedback and improvements. So we will now move on to the project identification. So these are based on the problem definitions that we have. These are the project solutions that we will propose to the business. So the first project is the system integration. It will automate reservation, seats tracking, and customer data management. Project number 2 is hardware upgrade, wherein we will install touchscreen monitors. In our case, that will be a tablet for improved walk-in registration. Project number 3 is staff training. So we will be needing to train staff to efficiently operate the new system. And project number 4 is customer feedback, wherein we will streamline feedback collection and analysis for continuous improvement. So for all of this proposed system and projects that we have for the business, we have these objectives or goals for them, which is first, the operational efficiency, for it to at least increase to 15% by integrating automated system. For customer retention, we are targeting 10 to 15% increase by providing more efficient process and environment. And of course, reducing the manual monitoring to 50% by integrating automation to their process. Now we will move on to the conceptual design of the system that they will be using. So this will have 3 main or major points, which is the online reservation, centralized system or the staff computer or PC, and the monitor for the walk-in customers. So for the online reservation, customer can initiate their reservations by selecting their desired seat, state, and duration of stay. This information is automatically forwarded to their centralized system. So for the centralized system or the staff PC, this will act as the core platform for all data from online reservation, tablet monitors, and staff operations converge. So this will ensure seamless communication and synchronization between all components, enabling efficient management. So the staff has the access to a dedicated interface through a computer, allowing them to oversee reservations and track real-time customer activity. Now we will move on to the monitor or the tablet monitor. So for walk-in customers, the tablet monitor facilitates seat selection and duration input for the hours that they will be staying. After confirming their choice, they are redirected to a payment process managed by the front desk staff. So since we're done with the back end or the conceptual design, we will now move on to the system and user interface. So this is what the customers and the staff will be seeing in their monitors. First is the customer facing, which is the tablet monitors for walk-in customers. As you can see, they will be seeing here the available and unavailable seats. So all they need to do is to tap on the table or seat that they want, and then tap on the hour selection that they want to stay in the study hub. And after that, they will be processing the payment with the help of the front desk. Next is the system or user interface for the staff. This is what they will be seeing in their personal computers or the software that we will be installing to their personal computers. So this is where they'll be able to track and monitor the real-time activities of the entire study hub during that day. For our implementation plan and schedule, we only have 4 main steps or stages. And this is the system integration, staff training, hardware upgrade, and customer feedback. Now, in their current MIS, they actually already have a customer feedback process, but we still included this here mainly to integrate it on the second week of the full project integration. So this means that we really need, or it is actually something that they really need to encourage their customers to do for continuous improvement. But of course, first we will need to go through the system integration or the installation of the software to the PC of the staff. They currently are using one PC per staff since they only have one staff working per shift. And that is actually still very efficient right now since they only have around 30 seats or 36 seats in the entire study hub. So after integrating the system, we will need to go through the staff training starting the week 2 of the entire process. And then that's after they will be trained on how they'll be able to access and centralize everything in their own system or device. That's when we will be integrating the hardware, which is the tablets. And this is when we will also be installing all the software or the needed software in that tablet as well for the customer facing. And for all of this proposed system, of course, we will need to talk about the process budget or proposed budget. Now, we actually selected to use SCADA. This is a software for co-working spaces. And we specifically chose this because this is the best one in the market today that could provide everything that our company or the Mind Zone Study Hub needs as a small business. And they will need an annual budget of 68,880 just for the system itself. This is actually a monthly payment of 5,740, but we just integrated it as an annual payment. And then we also need the in-house training, which is actually just free since it's included in the plan. And for the hardware upgrade, that is we chose the Redmi Pad SE since it's also the best suited type of tablet that they can use just for the customer facing monitoring for available seats. And it's around 6,999 or 7,000 for walk-in monitor. So basically, they will need an annual payment of 75,879. Or sorry, that's actually not annual, but one-time pay. But the 68,880 is the annual payment. We actually already considered if this will actually be a best option in terms of return investment. And we have gathered information as to how much they are getting in their business in a year. So it's at least 1 million, at least 1 million. So of course they also get more than that in an annual basis. So this is just, or the 68,880 is just around 6 to 7% of their profit. So we will move on to the future developments. These are the key factors that I would like to additionally propose to the business for their future business development. First is the dynamic pricing, which is to implement pricing adjustments for peak and off-peak hours to optimize revenue and manage customer flow. Loyalty programs, which they already have, but they can go ahead and introduce new reward systems to encourage repeat visits and increase customer retention. Third is the scalability, or to expand services such as monthly subscriptions as customer demands grow and integrate additional feature into SCADA for more streamlined operations. And lastly, the operational efficiency, which is to continuously optimize space usage and enhance time tracking for better resource management and customer experience. And these are just a list of my references. And that'll be all. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation.